think I'm here, but I just wanted to finish this guy if I can. My green got really dark there. Trying to get these reindeer done, and it was a long weekend of trying to get ready for Thanksgiving in a house that is not ready for Thanksgiving, if you know what I mean. It's funny that you finish one area and then there's another area that looks like doo-doo. I'm going way too fast on this. I should just come back and finish it later. I think I will. I'm going to put the outline around this and then be done. Let's see if we're here. I mean, I'm sure we probably are. But I can come and share the link. Let me get the link out and then I will finish this little section. I look like a giant pumpkin today. I used to love this shirt dress thing. Now I kind of feel like a pumpkin. All right, there we go. Let me have the outline and then I'll be done. Yeah, I really was hoping to get this done by yesterday, honestly. Didn't happen. We went to the Mandarin Festival instead and bought mandarins. Sorry if you don't know what mandarins are, if you've only got halos and cuties. But mandarins are what halos and cuties were supposed to taste like until they got, you know, haloed and cutied. They became kind of a generic, not a generic, a, what do you call it, where they take a bunch of stuff and add it to a fruit and make it so that you can grow it all year long? Yeah, like that. But mandarins only grow this season. So November, December, January, and in our area, I think they grow in other areas, but we get them in our areas, so there's a big festival. And we get mandarin milkshakes. Okay, I think I'm done here. I can let him dry. I got a little bit over the edge there, but I'll figure that out later. I don't think I can fix it. I'm not fixing it. I'm gonna let it dry. Anyway, good morning, everybody. I don't think I'm gonna do any shameless plugging today because I just don't feel like it. Okay. Guess what today's theme is? Or prompt is, I found these plastic butterflies and I don't want to use them, but I do like, I don't know, maybe I will. I don't think so. They're plastic. Hi Shari. Shirley wants to know what happened to satsumas. I have no idea. We don't get satsumas here. I mean, I guess we do, but they don't grow them here. We get mandarins here. Ellen, hi. Arlene, hi. Carmelita, hi. Carmen says, oh man, I could have slept in. You should have slept in. Anyway, Our prompt today is butterflies. And the dogs are fighting. Not fighting. I could do this. I could just make a page and put... I just don't like the way these look. They're plastic. I don't know where I got them. Either I ordered them or somebody sent them to me. That would be logical. But I thought I'd use them as kind of outline shape. I don't know. So, how are y'all doing this morning? Me too. I could have slept in. Also, but I have a doctor's appointment, so I have to get a move on. Can I tell you how much I love this book? It's not even the fact that I love what I did in it. I just love the book itself. I love the size. I love the paper. I loved everything about it. And we were almost done. Did I ever finish this one? Nope. I never did. Huh? It's pretty. All right, so where did we leave off? Good morning, Cynthia and Ruth Ann. Lita. Carmen says, I have been using PET tape and I don't like plastic, but I'm enjoying them in my journal now. What is that, Carmen? Do tell. Share with the class. What is PET tape? But that sounds like fun to me. Okay, so we did this page on Friday, where we did the watercolor leaves, remember? Yeah, Bugsy. You guys fight. And then I decided I couldn't leave this page alone. So after we got done here, I came back and I did this one. Life starts over again when it gets crisp in the fall. That pulls out of this corner pocket. I don't do a lot of corner pockets, but I loved how this one came out. And maybe I should do more corner pockets. Maybe. Who knows? So I have to count how many days we have left. Not a lot. Sorry, my psoriasis is acting up. So I have this ugly Michael Jackson glove. So we have today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 days left. So I need 5 pages. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this doesn't close. So it has to fold like this. This is what I wanted to try to fix the other day. It could fold or it could... I glued that one together. So let's number these, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll finish our book. So this was a really good idea. If you ever have a book that you have to... Yeah, I answered your question. Yeah, my psoriasis is bad. You know, every day with Lindsay, it's something else. My glove is really dirty because I was cleaning this morning, so I apologize. I think I'm going to tear this. So let's tear it first, shall we? So we have, this is the page we're working on today. And then tomorrow will be, let's just, instead of numbers, let's put down what it is, Lindsay. That'd be easier. Tomorrow is distressed. Distressed. And then we have layers. And then we have sparkle. Oh boy, that's not me. And then we have art words. Okay. Today is butterflies. So let's think. What shall we do? Yeah, my mother-in-law is coming back today, so it could be possibly be stress related. I think what I want to do is I'm going to trace around this butterfly. I saw a moon picture that somebody did that I follow, and I really liked it. And it was inside of a square. So I'm just going to trace a butterfly. I mean, you could draw one. Mine always end up looking cutesy and not realistic when I draw one. And it's hard to get it mirrored on each side to look the same. I don't know how God did that with butterflies, but their wings do look the same on each side. Well, I guess our arms and legs are the same on each side, and so are our eyeballs. Okay. I'm gonna like this. I can tell already. Okay, you guys, enough. Jeez, sounds like you're killing each other. They're not killing each other, by the way. That's how they play. Where's the... That's gotta stay. I usually don't use a ruler, but I kind of wanted it a little more straight, I guess. Well, I'm not going to end up using a ruler. I'm just using one for putting my lines in. You know. Do you know? Yeah, yesterday we went to the Mandarin Festival, and it was not very much fun in the way of mandarins. They only had like 6 booths, but I did get a mandarin milkshake. My son got a mandarin beer. My daughter got several mandarin drinks. I don't know what they were. And my other daughter and I got lots of food. We were hungry. So it was fun. Okay, am I good with the lighting here? Is that better? If it's over my head? Let's see. No, worse. Let's get the shadow in there. I am going to add antenna. Whether or not this butterfly has antenna, she's getting them. But here's the thing. We used to go to this, we've gone for years to this Mandarin Festival. And it used to be kid-friendly, family-friendly. Now it was just a bunch of buildings with crap for sale. Mattresses, gutter guys, Hyatt vacation people, a whole bunch of people with sublimation machines. Do you know what those are? It's like those sippy cups or water bottles, and then they put designs on them. It's like the old Cricut die cut stuff, but now they like heat set it in, I guess. I don't really know how they do it, but each booth, each building, there were probably 6 buildings, and they had the same people in each building. There were some different ones, like I bought a bone for my dog, and that's it. It was very disappointing. Very disappointing. Okay, I'm going to go on the inside of this line. I'm using a 01. Not for any other reason, it's just that's the one I picked up first. I don't know why I went on the inside of this line, I just did. So, we have a very old, dear friend that we've known. Pretty much our daughter grew up with his daughter, and they took her on many vacations, including Hawaii and Mexico. I think they went on a cruise together too somewhere. I don't remember. Anyway, he's been battling cancer for years. And he is currently in hospice. And my husband got a call last night that they were doing a prayer vigil, I guess that's what they call it, this morning at his home. And so my husband went. It was 7 o'clock in the morning, and he got up early and he went. I don't know which butterfly I'm doing, so we'll just do some different patterns of these guys. Anyway, I was proud of him and surprised, and it was hard. He's just not gonna, it's not gonna end up well this time. He's fought it for a long time, but I don't know. I'm more, I don't know what you would call me, but anyway, I'm glad and proud of my husband for going, because it had to be hard this morning. He just got back right before we came on here, and yeah, just hard, you know. I'm going to try to do the same thing on each side, but it's probably not going to happen. I do like these little white areas, so we'll put one of those up here. And then lots of them just have these veiny things. Well, they're not going to be exactly the same on both sides. This one, is this the one I copied? I don't think so. It's kind of like Zentangling. You're just filling in with patterns. And they're not going to be perfect, obviously. Put another one here. I don't want to get too many lines, because then I got a lot of filling in with different colors. But I do like this part down here. I liked it on the other one too. I don't think that's how that one's supposed to go. This one's supposed to go like this, just with these lines that come up from these round spaces. So we'll just follow those a little. Since I have my giant pumpkin shirt on, I figure we'll color the butterfly more like fall. So if you have any good stickers or die cuts or whatever of shapes, even if you're not going to use them, like I'm never going to use this in my journal, never, ever. But it did work out really good to trace. So look for things that you have shapes of and keep them for tracing purposes. I also wanted to use this. I don't know if I can here. Found it on my desk. Could go right there before I start painting. So yeah, my mother-in-law's coming back today. She has a doctor's appointment tomorrow we have to take her to. And I'm going to be providing some recommendations to my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and husband of ideas of what we can plan going forward. I do have some good ideas. Well, one good idea. Hopefully they go for it. Because I just can't keep doing this back and forth thing. And I'm sure she can't either. It can't be okay for... I mean, she doesn't have... I don't think she has dementia. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law do. I think she's just old and forgetful and stuff. So, anyway. She'll be with us through the first week of December. Then we'll revisit. Alright, so here's the thing. I want this background black. And I know I shouldn't do it first. So I'm going to do my best to... wonder if I can close this book. No. It's just so hard because it just keeps slipping. So I'm going to get out my browns and reds and yellows. And I have a brush here, if I can get it out of its holder. And I got water. So we're just going to go for it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but I do want similar on both sides. And I don't have to make it look realistic. I can do whatever I want. Did you guys have a good weekend, everybody? My husband and I went to see the movie Wicked, the new one, Wicked for Good. And I gotta say this, I loved it. My daughter-in-law and my son went to see it last week or whenever it first came out, and they liked it. They didn't love it, but they are Rodgers and Ebert critics. You know what I mean? Like, they are very critical of everything. And they liked it. Denise says, nope, I guess I will listen only. I don't know what you're talking about, Denise, because I can see all your comments. Can you not see the pictures? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, I loved it. I loved how they tied in a little bit of the old... so this is the second act of the play. I did not ever see the play. So I don't know anything about the play, but I hear this was act 2 of the play. And it just really was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because I read a couple of reviews, which never read the reviews before you go see a show of any kind. Just go and use your own brain. And I didn't read them because I wanted to. I read them because I was scrolling on Facebook and they just appeared. And it wasn't really a review, but one of them said, Wicked for Good is not for good. Not so good, or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to know that. So, yeah, it was good. I mean, I think the first one was better, obviously. But, I don't know. I liked it a lot. And then you kind of have to stay off of social media. Once they hear you say Wicked in a comment or whatever, then you start getting all kinds of things pop up on spoilers, you know? And I'm like, no, I don't want to know anything about that. This is kind of turning out Peter Max-ish to me. Does it look Peter Max-ish to anybody else, or just me? I don't even know why it does. but it does. Anyhow, yeah, so we did that. My husband got to go to Walmart and get a couple new t-shirts because he can fit into 2 sizes down now on his t-shirts, not just one size. Oh no, actually it is 1 size. I lied. It's 1 size down on his t-shirts. He's 1 size down. He's pretty happy with that. And him being happy makes me being happy. And we stayed out as late as we possibly could yesterday because we had a planned power outage in our area because they're burying the lines in our area. We're headed back home, and it's like I think it was actually 5 o'clock. And we're like, oh, the power's supposed to be back on at 4:30. This is going to be perfect. And then we get the call, and it says power's not coming back on until 10:30. So we got home and had a fire, ate Taco Bell because there's nothing to eat at home when you have a brand new kitchen and you can't use it. Thanks a lot, PG&E. So the power finally went on at 8:30. So it was off all day. And I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're burying the lines. I think it will help for fires and all kinds of stuff. But it just was a pain yesterday. Dogs didn't care. They were happy here without power. But it got really cold last night, so we had to start a fire again pretty quickly. I kind of love this butterfly. Am I down far enough? I don't know. I have a sparkly orange. I don't want to use that. Anyway, today I have a doctor's appointment for my psoriasis, I hope. I hope they can help me without me having to take a million more drugs, because I am done with drugs. Guess that should have been black, but I kind of like this weird brown. We're trying so hard to get the house cleaned up. We have 11 people coming for Thanksgiving, and that's 3 more than normal, because the daughter number 1 has a new boyfriend, and they are talking about getting married and having kids, and it's been 4 weeks, and I mean, I'm personally all for it. I got no problem with this guy. I like him. He seems solid. It's her that I have the problem with. And then my other daughter's husband is working that day, but he's going to get off early and try to come. And that's exciting. And then my mother-in-law and my son's father-in-law, my daughter-in-law's father, is coming. Because her mom passed away, I don't know if you guys remember, in April. I believe it was April. Anyway. Hi, Marilyn. From Utah. I've been listening to some crazy podcasts about Utah crimes. I didn't realize that Utah had the crime rate that I'm finding out that it does. I had no idea. And I'm sorry for you Utahians. Carmen, did you know that Jimmy Cliff passed away this morning? I don't know if you're a Jimmy Cliff fan, anybody. My husband loves his music. He's a reggae kind of guy. Well, he loves all kinds of music, but he does love his reggae. And when I was thinking about Jimmy Cliff, I was thinking he's the guy that did Electric Avenue. And that's not true. I can't remember who that is, but it's not Jimmy Cliff. He was 81, so he lived a lot of good years. That's, an honorable. I want these two to be the same, so that one's going to be a little different. I'm going to go back to, where's that crazy orange? This one. You gotta rock onto Electric Avenue. That's my husband's favorite song. Favorite reggae song, I guess I should say. I don't know who sang that one, but it's his favorite. Do you guys know who Pink Floyd is? My husband loves Pink Floyd also. And in March, I think it's March, there's a symphony that's coming to town that's playing Pink Floyd music. My husband's so excited. He wants to go. And he wants me to go. And I got to tell you what, I'm not a Pink Floyd girl. That is just not my cup of music. So I think we talked my son into going with him. Eddie Grant. Thank you, Carmen. Anyway. I do really like how this came out. And I'm glad I chose the brown because this is going to be black. So that would not have worked at all. Carmen says, I love Pink Floyd. Oh yeah, my husband saw them also. Do you want to go with Brent to a symphony orchestra at the Crest Theater? If Curtis doesn't want to go. Not a fan. Yes, Far Side of the Moon. Well, this is The Wall. They're going to play The Wall for those of you guys who are Pink Floyding out right now. Okay, look at my butterfly. I like it a lot. Now we're going with black. And do you know that different black paint is different? I know that's quite the... Like I have several blacks and they're different black. And you can get different black watercolor. You can buy, each company's black is different than the other. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think some brands make black and they make several different blacks. You would think that it would just be black. But that is not true. That's going to be Birdie. I'm hungry. I did not eat yet. And I do want to go all the way to the edge, which is trickier. Tricky, not trickier. Oh, almost smeared the whole thing, Typical Lindsay. else can we talk about today? Turkeys? You want to talk turkey? Let me tell you what I'm making, and then you tell me what you're making. Is there anything that I'm making that's our favorite? Yes, mac and cheese. The rest is just basic. So I did splurge and get my youngest daughter a small honey-baked ham because she does not like turkey, right? So she gets a turkey every year from her work as a little bonus. So we're having that turkey. But then the ham, I'm getting from Honey Baked Ham, and that was a definite splurge. And then we're having green bean casserole, where I follow the recipe basically, but then I add a whole lot more green beans than soup. And that's one of my kids' favorites. Mac and cheese. Did I already say that? And I usually use Martha Stewart's recipe, but I may not this time. I may use a crock pot recipe. But I do use Martha Stewart's recommendation on cheese, which is Gruyere. I don't know how you pronounce it. That's one of the stinky cheeses that Martha uses that costs a lot of money, like $13 for a little tiny piece. But it adds a whole lot to your mac and cheese. I will say that. Tina is making bacon-wrapped Brussels sprouts. Now, why didn't I think to ask my son to bring that? My son makes honey-glazed carrots that are the bomb. And my daughter-in-law makes deviled eggs, which are the bomb. Her dad is bringing cranberry relish that he got off of an NPR episode years ago, he said, and he's never made it. I think he's doing it in honor of his wife who passed. And then we're having garlic, sour cream, mashed potatoes, my favorite. And then I make turkey gravy because some people like gravy, some people don't. And then the last one that we had a little bit of a question on is stuffing. Because not a lot of people in my household like stuffing. Nobody likes sweet potatoes except my mother-in-law. So I'm thinking maybe I should make a sweet potato dish this year because she's going to be here, and that would be nice of me. And I'm trying to be a nicer person. It's not easy. Not nice. Anyway, and then my daughter-in-law's dad is bringing apple pie, and my husband bought a Trader Joe's pumpkin pie. And then we always hope and pray that my daughter, who's the chef, the pastry chef, we always hope that she has leftover desserts because she works until 1 o'clock for Thanksgiving Day. Because, you know, there are those people, maybe you're one of them, that go out to eat. Who goes out to eat on Thanksgiving? Does anybody? Does anybody not have turkey? My friend Joy told us the other day that her family does not like turkey at all. None of them, including her. And so they do prime rib. And that sounded divine to me. But we do that for Christmas, or Mexican food, or Chinese food. Hi, Carolee. Barbara says Gruyere cheese. Gruyere cheese. Tina says, I'm bringing everything. What? I'm bringing gravy, but it's Heinz. Heinz is cooking that. Yeah, I bought Trader Joe's because it was cheap this time around. And Jewel says, our turkey is smoked like a pastrami and it's finished. Not sure about anything other than sourdough rolls. Oh. Shirley says, you're a very nice person, but it's okay to be human. Well, thanks. I might be nice to you guys, but not nice to my mother-in-law. Man, I love this so much. So I'm trying to decide what color to do on the outside because I just kind of want to get it a wash. And I'm thinking some of these browns, kind of a goldish brown. Oh, maybe gold. Let's do gold. I never do like crazy gold. Oh, but that's wrong. That's black. I did black in my gold paint. Come on, gold. When you have metallic paints, you have to really work them. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like that. It's my job today to finish painting, like with a tiny brush, areas in the kitchen that we missed. And it's my job because I think my husband needs glasses, honestly. And I like doing that kind of work. I don't like using a roller and painting painting with a roller. But I do like that kind of work with a fine brush and doing just little areas that need touch up. So that's going to happen today. I bought at the Japanese dollar store a curtain rod for $1.25 that is in my window, and I'm hoping to drape it with ornaments before everybody comes. That's the one thing I really want to do for myself. Jennifer says, I think my husband and I are going to go out to eat and then go to the movies. Now that sounds like fun. Because holidays are hard without my son Jordan, and it would only be the two of us. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Sorry, Jennifer. Do it. Take as much money as you would spend on a Thanksgiving dinner and go live it up. Buy popcorn and soda. Because that will cost a fortune. I'm not getting any really shiny metallic-y gold from anywhere. But I'm adding a different gold paint in here. To try to get it a little darker. It's not much darker. And my mother-in-law makes raspberry jello every year, and that's probably everybody's favorite, including my daughter's father, because we've been going to his house for the past few years because his wife, my daughter-in-law's mom, hasn't been able to get out and about before she passed. So he loves my mother-in-law's jello. Okay. I like it a lot. I'm not done, however. I just have to dry this a little so I don't drag my hand through it. Honestly, I would love to do holidays like Christmas and stuff, just the two of us anyway. I don't know. Every year I threaten, oh, look how pretty that gold is. Every year I threaten to go to Leavenworth, not the jail, Leavenworth, Washington. It's a Christmas town, and I really want to go. It's where Candace, do you know Candace, who does Ornamentally Yours with me? She works at a Christmas store there all year long. So they do Christmas all year long. And I would love to just go and check it out. All right, ready? It's still really wet right in here. I don't want to smear it. I mean, we have pretty great Christmases where we live because we have Cornish Christmas here and we have Victorian Christmas here. But I want to go check out how other towns do Christmas, you know? There's a new movie coming out on Christmas Day, Jennifer, called Song Sung Blue. And I thought it was a Neil Diamond documentary movie, but it is not. We were going to take my mother-in-law in the morning and then have the kids come over in the afternoon because she is a Neil Diamond-aholic. And that's not it. It's about a Neil Diamond impersonator. And it's, what's her name? Kate Hudson. And who's playing Neil Diamond? I can't remember. The guy who was in The Greatest Showman, Hugh Jackman. He's playing Neil Diamond. Well, the Neil Diamond impersonator. And Neil Diamond helped on the movie, but it's not a documentary. But that would be a fun one to go see, I think. I don't know what else is coming out on Christmas, but I do know that one's coming. And it sounds like fun to this girl. One year when the kids were little, we went to see Shrek for Christmas in Utah with my father-in-law. I'll never forget that. It was super fun. It was fun taking the kids to the movies on Christmas. Because they get so much crap, you know, and then they don't want to play with anything. Oh my gosh, it's Atticus's birthday this weekend. We're celebrating it this weekend. And there's this thing that my husband and I saw on Instagram or somewhere. And it is called a chop saw or chomp saw. And it is a saw that uses a cutter that is safe for kids to use on cardboard and paper. Has anybody ever seen that? Oh my God, we wanted to get it for him for his birthday so bad, for Atticus. And I was all ready, and I'm there to buy it. You know, I'm on the website to buy it, and it's $250. And I went, nope, not getting that. I was pretty bummed because he would have had so much fun. And his mommy and daddy order a lot of things from Amazon, so they have a lot of cardboard. It looked really cool. Atticus is the only one that we really shop much for. We only have one grandkid so far, but I think others are on the way. I hope others are on the way for both of my girls' sakes, because they both want kids so bad. This really looks Peter Max to me. And I don't know why. I haven't even done the quote yet. But it was fun to do this. Fun page. Okay. I think my butterfly is done. Joel says, I would love to, however, need to be careful with money right now because hubby is out of work. I don't know what you're replying to, but don't do it if he's out of work. Don't do anything. Look how cute. Love the gold. All right, so the quote today is, you don't just wake up and become a butterfly. Growth is a process. So I don't want to do that. I mean, I did Butterfly. And my favorite movie of all times was Edward Albert Jr. Do you know Edward Albert Jr.? Edward Albert Jr. and Goldie Hawn. And it was Butterflies Are Free. So that's what I'm going to write right here. I hope it works over the gold. Do you remember that movie, anybody? Butterflies are free. I'm running out of room, though. And I'm going to write the word butterfly here. I always wanted to live in a loft like Goldie Hawn. I think it was San Francisco where it took place, but it could have been New York. But I was influenced by a lot of movies as to where I wanted to live my life out. And then I never did. So someday, maybe I'll go move to a loft. But it was a loft, like it was all open. And they had one big bed in the middle. And she just was a hippie girl. So free and so happy. And I think she had a Volkswagen convertible. I think that's where my love for wanting a Volkswagen convertible came from. There. And James Michener, The Drifters. Did anybody ever read The Drifters by James Michener? Oh my gosh. That book changed my life because all I wanted to do was go to Morocco and drive a Volkswagen around. Don't think that would happen now. Don't think I'd want to do it now. But back in the day, I really wanted to do that. Okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. It's all said and done. Anyway, I love that James Michener book. The Drifters. If you want to read a funny 1970s people going all around Morocco just taking drugs and doing crazy things. I read it as a kid. Oh, Carmen says I saw that as a kid. Oh, Shari says she remembers reading The Drifters. That was a great book. A long time ago. Probably haven't read a book since. Okay, well, I am done. I'm going to do my best to finish these today for you guys, the reindeer, because they're coming out cute. How cute they are. Look at this guy's sweater. He's so beefy with that neck. And she's so dainty. I love her. She's all pink. And this, Lori Jo Phillips. And I'm thinking I'm going to do this one pink, but I don't know for sure yet. Anyway, Jules says, the person I took my sourdough class from has developed a wonderful bench scraper. If anyone is interested, contact me and I will pass on the information. You're so cute. Send one to Taylor Swift, because she's the sourdough queen. Can you see the gold, I hope? And the butterfly? It came out really fun. And I loved tracing this shape. I think we will do this type of thing when we do the empty page class next year. I think tracing a shape is a really fun idea. Might be a different shape. You never know. All right. Well, I'm 10 minutes early, which makes my life much easier for getting to the doctor on time. I'll take pictures of this and share it. And then tomorrow we are over here with distressed. So I'm going to have to look up exactly what they mean by distressed in the whatchamacallit world, mixed media world, because I know what I would do, but I don't know. Just want to know what mixed media people would do. All right, have a great day, you guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.